makes a lot of sense with big coach Mike Mack on why they're having success. This guy, first time talking to the team, predicted what the season
Hi, friends. Oh, I still got that. You know, there's a lot of clicking that goes on. I know those of you who do this understand why sometimes it works better than others, right? So I am here today solo. Mrs. Dieterlin has the Wonder Basement lost its internet. And to get to the box to fix it, I guess it's hidden. And she has to unearth the box. So that's what she's doing today. Not super excited about it when I talked to her this morning. I had gotten up because when we do this, we eat lunch together. And I had plans for lunch. Oh, Mary, sorry you're having bad storms here. Yeah, it came through last night and rocked it out, man. I get it. They're kind of like everywhere. So I got up and started us lunch. I didn't tell her that I had started lunch for us, but I just ate it and it was so good. I've been taking focaccia bread and making these little fold over sandwiches where you put a little olive oil in the middle, fold it over, put a little olive oil and seasoning, and then it puffs up. And then when it's hot, you open the sandwich and you stuff it. And I made a chicken Caesar salad this morning with lettuce and fresh tomatoes and dressing and stuffed it in there and then just stuffed it in my face. So don't tell her that she missed lunch. She can always come over and get it, but we like to eat together. I did cut up cantaloupe and watermelon last night, and I wasn't taking that because she is not a cantaloupe fan. I'm a fan of both. Sister and I have talked about it a lot. She was feeding someone the other day, and she was like, "Is there anything you don't like?" And they didn't like cantaloupe either. And I think that's funny. Do you either love or hate cantaloupe? I happen to love it, so I was super excited. I got some great things. Oh yeah, we're sorry she's not here either. So hopefully she's got to be, she's doing a class in Southern Indiana Friday. So you may be stuck with me again. I don't know. I mean, if you get sick of me, I understand. But if there's something you want to see, please tell me. I'm going to show you some new things today. I get a new box on Thursday, just tomorrow, which is going to have some new hot foil stuff in it. So I'll probably show you new hot foil stuff. I just remembered something. I had to write it down. I've said all day I was going to do this one thing and I can't seem to get it done. So, yeah, just let me know what you'd like to see. And if there's something, and I have it and I can show it to you or a technique, I'll be happy to do that. But I've got some super fun things to show you today. So I'm going to flip my camera around because no one needs to see my face. Okay, so first of all, Stampin' Up! Does a product of the month every month. If you don't have this Golden Glow Harvest, I did a video on it. You can go back and watch for more detail. But here's some of the things that I did. Oh, you want to see Christmas stuff? All right, Mary, I can do Christmas. There's Tanya. She's cleaning. Oh, yeah. I told him, Tanya, that you were your power went out or your internet went out and you have to get to the router and it's not fun. So this is the product of the month. It's this beautiful shimmer paper. I ran this side through an embossing folder. This I colored with some blends and Golden Glow shimmer paint. Again, the details. You can go back and watch my video. This one, I put copper hot foil on it. That copper has become my favorite. This is the one they made at camp. Just take a simple 3x4 and cut it 3/4 of an inch and like layer it up and down. This one, I added blackberry to it and some more copper hot foil just because I loved the blackberry with it. It's not in the color palette, but I liked it anyway. Okay, so that was a quick little, if you want more detail, again, there's more detail in my video. I'm going to show you the sunflower field. So I'm a huge sunflower fan. When I looked at the DSP, this is a little busy for me. That was the one they put up first. I'm like, I'm not sure I'm going to love it. There's some beautiful copper paper. I like the gems, and I love a gingham. But I got it. The colors are Daffodil Delight, Golden Glow, Cajun Courage, Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, and Pecan Pie. So I started playing with it. I don't know if you're like me, but I started coloring first. And I did the technique that Tanya taught me to do, where I stamp it in the basic beige and then color it. This is on watercolor paper, and I watercolored it. And then I stamped over it with espresso. And I used my stamp positioner to hold it in place because then I get a much better image. So this one, it was dry when I stamped it. This one was a little wet. And so this bled, which I didn't love. Then there's a little flower that's in the stamp set. And I tried doing it without the stamp positioner. I did not succeed. It's off. So the stamp positioner made a big difference. And let me show you, I'll show you how I did that, how I do that in just a minute. But let me show you the other things that I colored, trying to get my colors the way I wanted them. So this one I did in the, these are both done in Peaceful Pine, because even though they said mossy, I wanted to see if I liked the Peaceful Pine. I don't love it as much as what I did with the mossy. This one I colored using all shimmer pins. I was sure I was going to love it. I didn't. I didn't. I liked this much better. So again, I liked the watercolor. I needed to get away from that big image, so I did this. So I stamped my sunflowers randomly on my vanilla, basic vanilla, very vanilla, and then colored them with, this is daffodil and crumb cake. And then I used that hot foil bundle where I used the big gold. And then I also used this, the stamp. The stamp is stamped in the background in basic beige. Can you see that leaf back there? I thought this came out really pretty in the dies. This is one that I might do at camp. And then I had some extra, so I put it on the inside. So I was really pleased with the way that came out. I had this bundle before I had the copper. I want to do this again with the copper foil because I really like that copper foil. Okay, here is the card with the copper foil that I liked so much. So I added the copper foil leaves to the top. This is the DSP. They have a copper in the DSP. This is their mossy gingham. This is stamped in mossy and colored with blends. So that's pretty, but this is still better. And this is just watercolored again. Same way we've watercolored before. I watercolor with the base, stamp it in the basic beige, and then I watercolored, and the colors I used were like, I used daffodil. I used really their color palette, what they said, except I put a pink one here. This one I put a Cajun Craze. But the pink would have been beautiful on here too. So I just used my inks and watercolored that. Okay, now let me show you the DSP. Here's the copper. There's 3 different designs. And I used the stripe, and then I used the this to make a vase. And then this gets cut out with that die. And those will be beautiful. So there's the copper paper that comes with the copper foil paper. I know, Mary, I like it too. I really like the copper foil with the hot foil system. So this has a little bit of sheen to it, which I didn't realize until I got it out. Like, it's got a coating on it. Not like the product of the month, but I just feel like it has more of a coating than our designer series papers normally do. Like, this pattern isn't in a stamp, but this pattern is in one of the dies. I like polka dot. It's just, it's got a weird coating to it. I didn't go back and look at the description to see if it said that. I wasn't expecting it. Here's the stamps and the dies. So it really only has 2 stamps. Well, I guess it has 3. That leaf, goes with this, but I tried to put it with this and I didn't like it. And then there's a little butterfly. I did like the words. And then here, these are connected and you run it through the emboss machine once. Same way here. This is a pretty flower, and then it's got lots of different stems that you can use with the flowers. And then these are the centers. This cuts out this. This is for this and the copper. Yeah, Mary, it's good. This cut out the frame. So this is where I use the frame. And had I used copper foil, I might have cut out one of those copper daisies out of that paper. Okay. So let me show you how I did this little flower. The way Tanya taught me to do it, right? So here's my sheet of watercolor paper. I'm just going to move it right here because all I need to do is get this little flower on here, which obviously I can get it right there. So I'm going to put these all on, obviously, because I just stamped it. Who knew? The person who was supposed to clean that off well didn't do their job. Me. It looks like it's going to rain again outside. It just got dark in my studio. Okay, so I'm going to use... And what you have to do, this is the trick and tip to using this one, is make sure it's on a line. You want to make sure you can see that it's on a line, or you'll stamp it down and you'll scooch it just a little bit. Okay. There it is. I colored it with Golden Glow and crushed curry. When I started coloring, I'm like, I'm not sure there's a big difference between the two, but I feel like there is. Like, here's the little flower that I did. So the Golden Glow is the darker of the two, which, again, wasn't sure about that. I'm going to use my water and my dead, because of the markings on the end, Wink of Stella, which is my favorite way to color. So this is the Golden Glow. And I have found, I got a drop of water on there. It's fine. Some people are terrified of watercoloring. I love it. I feel like it's so forgiving. Like, oh, you know, I can do all kinds of things. And it just comes out beautiful no matter what I do, which I love. So there is my Golden Glow. Now I'm going to put that in there and go back to my crushed curry. See, there is a difference. The crushed curry definitely has some more yellow in it, which I wasn't sure what I was going to get. I wasn't sure how close they were. That's still up there, a little wet. You'll be fine though. Then I wanted to add some mossy to the stem. And I'm going to show you one of my new favorite things. Friends, look at the new spots. So here is the new spots. They are a 1 by 1.5. And I really like them. They stack, which I like. But like when I'm doing watercoloring, I love to use a little ink in the lid. My old spot wouldn't do that. These do that. So I can see me doing this when I get some more of these, and it just making it easier for me to do a little bit of coloring, right? So I just want to add a little bit of the mossy. Currently, we have uninked ones, and then we have a set of 3 that will be available for you to order in August, or September. This is August. And they're the mossy, pecan pie, and cherry cobbler. So I'm gonna try this. to try to get it to not run like this one ran. I thought it was dry enough. It was not. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to use my, that's the other thing. I'm going to really like these spots for inking on things like this. I don't know if you have this habit. I don't. But I have customers that are squishers. Man, they squish the ink and they make a mess. So they make stuff like this really hard to do because they're squishing. So I'm going to make sure that lines up. Okay. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? It lines up so pretty. And I love that the watercolor isn't on the edge. That kind of flows through and looks more natural. Again, this is my favorite one so far. And don't ask why I haven't cut it out and put it on a card because I really don't know. I guess I just like looking at it. Okay, so for the project I have for you today, I normally have my things planned out in great detail. Today, I know kind of what I'm going to do, but Tanya is really good at free following or working without a pattern. I wouldn't really call it falling, but I had so much going on today. I did the basics and then I'm going to create. So I did this and now I have this that's going to go. This is my pot that I cut out of that copper. I cut a fun fold because I knew I wanted to do vanilla. And then with the magic of my hot foil system, I hot foiled some copper on this new buffalo check. Now, I don't know what this is going to look like. Friends, we may decide we hate this or we may love it. I am not sure, but it's not free falling. Okay, all right. That's fine. Okay, Julie, let me see what. Oh yeah. It was Tanya's idea. It wasn't my idea. It's brilliant. I do it all the time now. So here's the copper, and I ran it through on this DSP. Oh, I think I'm gonna love it. And then now we have a plate where I would do this again on another piece of cardstock, and I would run it through, and I would get this foil like this on another image. I don't have that plate yet. I'm hoping to get it soon. Well, I am going to get it soon because it's on its way. But see, what do you think? You can see the pattern underneath, but then you can see that copper buffalo check, and I really love it. Okay, so I'm going to cut it to go on the front of this card. Okay, so it's not called Free Falling, but it is out of my comfort zone. So now what I want to use, now that I've seen how that comes out, where's my piece of scrap of this copper paper? Well, it's in a safe place, but not here. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I've cut this piece, and I've cut it to go here. And I'm going to seal that on. Again, this has, can you see that kind of sheen that it has on it? It just doesn't feel like a regular paper. So I'm going to put this on, and then I'm going to add this copper down the side. So out of my comfort zone. I keep looking up to see what the project looks like that I already started. There isn't one. I'm freewheeling, free falling, free doing something. Okay, so now I think I want to put this piece over here so they will be able to see a little bit of that pattern. Oh, Rosemary, you don't see the chat from others? I think that's because you are on YouTube and they are on Facebook. I think that's the difference. Okay, so this one I cut to go right here. And that way you can see a little bit of that pattern. Let me make this go closer so you can kind of see better what I'm doing. Can you hear my cat? We are fostering a lab. We help out with an organization that helps out ALS people. And this family had the dad get diagnosed in July, and they had a dog that they needed to rehome. And I said, in one of those weak moments like we do, I'll foster that dog. So he's great. He just needs to find a new home. I mean, he is great. We love him. He's great with our dogs, but I can't have a third dog. So we're trying to find him a new home. He's funny. He plays really well with my dogs. He pretty much ignores the cats, which is a miracle because Roxy doesn't. She's crazy. But we've really enjoyed him. Okay, so this I colored in advance because I knew I wanted to put it kind of on that corner. So now I have to decide what I want to use. This is one of the new punches from the mini. It has a hole so I can add ribbon. And I want to put that punch there, but I wanted to see after I kind of got it all together, I want to use that gingham ribbon. So I feel like I need to use one of these DSPs that has some green. Oh, like that one. And what I'm going to do is I kind of want to measure this so I can cut a 2-inch piece and punch that out because I don't want this hole to take a hole out of the center of this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a 2-inch piece of this, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I've been doing this, like we say, for like almost like 100 years. I am on year 28 and I still love it. Love what I do. Love my friends. Miss it when they're too busy to hang out with me. Oh, look at that. See, that's what that needed. Now I want to make this a little, I'm going to add a little bit of color to that and make it just a little bit darker so it kind of matches that paper a little bit better. I'm not going to go next to the pecan pie because I don't want it to bleed. But I just needed a little bit of green on there. My plan was in my head to put a hole and in it, but I don't think I'm going to. I've got to figure out how where I want to add that ribbon. Cute, huh? So far, so good. And what's nice is this is a beautiful paper. So when someone opens the card, they're going to see some more sunflower beautifulness in this paper. Oh, you like cats, Rosemary? I've got, 3 dogs, 2 cats. We kind of live in a small zoo, but we like it. They play so well. All of our grandkids love to play with all the animals. And we have a big time. Okay, so this is the ribbon. Do I add it? Do I not add it? What do you think, friends? Do I need it behind there? Do I need it going down this piece? Ooh, maybe I need it going down there with a bow up here. Or do I need it over here? Well, that was a lot right there. Okay, I'm going over here. I'm making the call. Again, I always tie it on the bolt. I'm going to make myself a nice bow. So Tanya, I wasn't sure. Are you going to be live on Friday? Or I can't remember when your class is. I was trying to tell them I didn't know which one of us was going to be live on Friday. And then these are the Radiant Gems. Now look how pretty those are. And they're going to add some of those colors. What I have found with these, I really like them because they take on the color of the paper. So this may look like a light lemon lolly, but when I put it over here, it's going to take on a much darker gold color. See that? It's really pretty. Then we have this one. I didn't tell you the colors in the DSP, but it's got some Secret Sea in it. Or maybe I did. Yeah, I did. But here's, okay, Tanya's going to try. Her class is on Thursday, and she'll be back on Friday. So, good. I couldn't remember. I mean, I've got the attention span of a gnat some days. I need this one up here. Okay. So, friends, how did I do on the fly? It's not too bad. That copper, I'm just obsessed. And then with the foil going down the side here, it's very subtle on this side because it's the check marks, not the dark square. So it may not show up on camera as pretty as what it is. So again, here are the ones that I've done. This is the one I still need to do something with. I'll do something like that when we're done. And I'll take a picture of it and post it. But don't forget, like this has the little Swiss dots on that and the leaf up there. That hot foil system is so good, friends. All right, friends. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Oh, I got a piece of scrap. Where should I put that? All right. I love my job. Thanks so much for joining me. See, I put that camera down there so we can see, so everything looks really good, and it's not good when we turn it around. Oh, you got your reverse plate yesterday. Do you love it? Have you used it? Mine's on the way. I'm patient. I'm trying to patiently wait, but I don't have it in my hot little hands yet. But oh, you haven't tried it. Well, you'll have to post some pictures in here when you do, because we want to see what you do with it. All right, friends. Thanks for joining me. Have a good one. I will be back at you soon. Thanks. Bye.